Good morning, East Texas. I'm Sarah Miller, and this is the TylerPaper.com Morning News Update. Officials in Texas are awaiting daybreak to fully assess the scope of the destruction left in the wake of a deadly tornado in Granbury that killed 6 people and left as many as 100 hurt. The fatalities occurred when the storm struck a Habitat for Humanity neighborhood in the Granbury area. There were about 120 homes in the neighborhood, and most of them were destroyed. At least 10 tornadoes touched down in the area overnight, according to the National Weather Service preliminary count. Here's more from the Associated Press.
6 that were found deceased. That number still stands at 6. Then I recapped some information about EMS. The on-scene commander told me that we had approximately 250 people that were transported out of the area on buses, ambulance, other modes of transportation. We got the warnings out very early on, 10 to 15 minutes, I guess. They went and told me that they were going to put out a tornado warning for Hood County, and they did, and I did too. We notified through Code Red emergency phone notification system that we've had here in Hood County since 2004. That's like a reverse 911 system. That's when we first activated it and got with local media to help put out some news bulletins. And we started when that storm that hit Rancho Brazos was really north of town a few miles, and then it drifted to the east and then moved to the south, and that's when it actually hit. So if people were able to get the information, we set off sirens too. So we did get all that done and accomplished before we got the reports of the damage.
The surviving suspect in the Boston Marathon attack indicated that the bombing was retribution for what he called U.S. attacks against Muslims in Afghanistan and Iraq, a law enforcement official said. Jahar Sanaya made remarks about the bombing in a makeshift message found in the boat where he was captured in the backyard of a Watertown, Massachusetts home. Sanaya wrote that the Boston victims were collateral damage as Muslims had been during the war, and that an attack against one Muslim is an attack against all of them. The twin blast at the end of the Boston Marathon on April 15th killed 3 and wounded more than 260 others. Charged with using a weapon of mass destruction and malicious destruction of property causing death, Jahar is being held at the Federal Medical Center, Devens. Now here's a look at your local weather.
Your CBS 19 East Texas Thursday weather forecast on this Friday Eve. We start off mostly cloudy, line of rain and strong thunderstorms that plagued especially North Texas during the overnight hours last night. Now pushing off to the east, a big broad upper level low pressure circulation moving out of Oklahoma eventually up into sections of Arkansas and the Mississippi Valley during the day today, taking most of the energy with it. We'll see one last gasp of a possible shower or thunderstorm by mid to late afternoon today. But generally speaking, rain chances taper off from a high of about 60% chance for your morning commute this morning, down to about a 30% chance by mid to late afternoon today. We'll see clouds surging back into the East Texas area overnight tonight, but again, most of the moisture well off to the east of us. Look for daytime highs today, right into the lower 80s, 82 with a south wind at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Notice the rain chances highest first half of the day, tapering off this afternoon. Highs tomorrow, 86 degrees.
Thanks for watching, and check back at noon for your midday news update.